What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the workbench once again. So I've got something a little different here. This is going to be new for me, maybe new for you guys. Of course, this is not a high kappa. So what we have here is a Tokyo Marui Sig Sauer P226. We're going to do some upgrades here today. And we're not going to do everything because we do have some things here that I really wouldn't recommend. We're still using the plastic stock slide here for now. I believe the kit is ordered or on pre-order, whatever you want to call it, out of stock kind of thing. So we're going to be using the stock parts, or mostly the stock parts here, until we get the rest of the upgraded parts. So like I said, we're not going to be using things like the 150% recoil spring. Of course, we're not going to use the hammer spring. So let me just go over what we've got here for the upgrades. We have a dynamic precision lightweight blowback unit. I'm not familiar with pretty much anything that has to do with these P226s, so we're going to figure this out on the way. We do have an AIP nozzle, we have a garter nozzle, we have a speed gas blowback piston for our blowback housing. We have a valve for the magazine, it's like a high flow tuned valve. And we do have the 150 return springs and the hammer spring. We're not going to use these. We're going to set those to the side. And we also have the enhanced spring set for Tokyo Marui, the garter set. We're probably not going to use any of these. I'm not going to get into the lower, anything like that, until we upgrade any of the parts in there. We're going to keep the lower just pretty much stock. We really don't need to do anything with that at this point. Now I also have the AIP, like spare parts spring kits. Got the gas magazine. There is some green gas in that, so I won't be putting the gas valve in there until that magazine's empty, because I'm going to use that gas to do some test firing. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to do the blowback unit, nozzle, piston head. Of course we need a piston head. We'll set that to the side for now, and then of course we're probably going to be doing these nozzle springs. When I looked at this originally, I told him that he kind of needed to upgrade his nozzle spring. So let's go ahead. I know we pull this back pretty much just like a Beretta. Pull this lever down, upper comes off. Just going to set the lower to the side for now, because he does have he is going to be getting the frame and everything like that, so all this stuff is going to be transferred. And since this is like brand new and it's working, we don't need to do anything with it. I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Alright, let's see. I'm not very familiar with this. That's pretty weak spring. I think we may be able to do a short stroke on there. So if you want to know how that comes out of there, just like that. There's a little tab on the end here, little post, and the little post goes in the hole on the hop-up unit. Pretty simple. Let's see if we can put it back in. Just going to feed it in, and then I'm just going to push that into the hole. That's it. So I'm pretty sure we could do a short stroke on that. Probably about the same as like a Glock. Same as a Glock, I bet. Yep, and this is going to come out just like a Glock. Kind of push it forward a little bit, pull it out the back. And let's see. We've got a garter aluminum hop-up unit already. Garter upgraded inner barrel. Let's see, 96.9 millimeter and 6.02. So we've got somewhat of a little upgrade going on there already. Okay, on to the blowback unit. We're going to need 2 screws to unscrew the rear sight, and then this blowback unit should kind of pop right out of there, just like a standard TM. Yeah, that's going to do it. Pretty tiny screwdriver, tiny Phillips head. Push the screws out. And this should, yep, just like normal. That just sort of pops right out of there. And that, yeah, that's definitely heavier than this. I can tell the difference for sure. So that's it for that. Pretty simple. Take this nozzle out. There goes our spring right there. And when we put him in, our spring just sort of rides right there, just like that. Get rid of that. Let's go ahead and put this together, see what happens. Okay. Here's the piston head. Has that flow through design. Make sure you have a good seal. This might be a little tricky bugger, but I need a small Allen head. I'll go ahead, screw that in. Should go in. Yep, okay, it's threading in just fine. No problems there. Okay, let's go ahead and try the garter nozzle, just for fitment. There's no internals in there. Of course, we need some love sauce. If we have to, we'll go ahead and use one of these other ones, or just stick with the TM stock for now. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yep, that's really good. See that? Minimal. A little tight right there. A little tight at the end there. Let's go ahead and upgrade our nozzle spring. VIP. And I do have to switch over the internals, the TM internals. But let's go ahead and check that TM nozzle real quick. Our original TM nozzle. We'll go ahead and check that on this piston head and see how that fits. Oh, yeah, that's definitely no good, so definitely going to have to switch that over. It should kind of fall out, or let's go ahead and just push them out, really. Same thing as a TM high kappa. We'll drop them in the garter here. See if I got any magnetism. Nope, no magnetism. Alright, now we're going to have some magnetism. Bam. Get that screw lined up. Look in there. Take my pin punch. Push my valve block down until I see the hole.